Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome.
Who you about to play, Ty?
We have a terrific clash in store. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land.
You do dirty how? Gotta call him out on that one. I ain't gonna hold you. I remember y'all was trying to play and it was desyncing. I was on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Want some shrimp?
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on its shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's tilting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. To the ground with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Shannon. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
The give to the tailback. Nice move to keep running. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up
Gotta
a
get
fumble
this
at second
dub,
and
man.
8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Spot in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Yo, niggas be playing in MSL quick, boy.
The defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little space. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Makes his connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man in the middle.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Quick handoff. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Quarterback looks for a little space. And no signal from the officials, but not much push from the offensive line, and I don't think he reached the end zone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. The pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It's complete. Stopped after making the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back to throw, it's Shannon. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. On second down, he'll fire. Now adjusting. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Open space at the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. give to the back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Army is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets that program back significantly. They're trailing by 18 to Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Back to throw, it's Shannon. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Trojans in the hurry up. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the 4th down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? The defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. You can't have that long to throw.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart.
Come on, Tyler. Let's go. Tighten up, man.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
So let's go. Tighten up, man. That game too close, man.
On the move from inside his 5.
No.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.
You go up here, get a stop, and score again. Remember, he like to play slow, so if you go up 2 scores, you take him out his game plan. Remember, like, when it's a close game, in his eyes, it plays in his favor because he already like to play slow. You get up 2 scores, he don't got an offense that could go downfield and 1 score, 2-play drives. Here's a nigga like Professor X, you want to go up early. Same thing playing pop, niggas like that. Get up quick, nigga, and force the niggas to throw.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Paul. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Shannon. Zings it complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On a little time, lets it go. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there.
I think you got to play the Falcons. I think you play Bam.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion here.
I play Mason.
From the 36. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but
hopefully Geno shows up, bro.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
That nigga is so inconsistent, bro. The game I lost to motherfucking Derek, I'm like, man, I don't know who this nigga throwing the balls.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Garrison. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Pushes for the goal line.
Oh, I had him.
Zone he goes,
Fuck, son, I hate when you call it right, you run right fucking past the nigga, bro. I don't know how the fuck he ain't fumble on that last hit.
Down 21-7. They marched 79 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
If you score this drive, game over.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 11 over Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
At midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and it shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run.
Yo.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
What happened?
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Rides to the back.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense.
I'm watching the stream. I ain't watching the share screen.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and we failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Squeeze that Madden game in before the draft.
Back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's McLeod. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room.
Play defense, play defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He caught it. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the beatdown has ensued.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Drop Dropping back, it's Shannon. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down. David, he just couldn't hold on to it. The defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
They'll give it to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces third and goal. He'll go to the sneak. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Looking to throw, it's Shannon. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback, receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw.
Yo.
He's got his man. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
In games.
Going up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Paul. And they get to him and knock him
Nah, he's
down.
around now.
A big gain.
What's important in this game?
He just got a new schedule for work. He's been trying to play Moochie for the last fucking 2.5 days, and Moochie wasn't answering. Let him back now. You can schedule. Yeah. And that nigga hit me up happy, said he got free time to play. I mean, as soon as advanced, he was trying to play Moochie last event. Moochie hasn't even been in the chat.
Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody.
What you want to know? Still MIA, I think, is the Packers. He on vacation. He thought shit. I don't know where he thought it coming over there.
Throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout.
My Syracuse team loaded. I just lost the Twins because my team rated 90. Twins shit like 97. I need the team crazy.
Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Looking to throw at Shannon. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Orange. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too. Now look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Nobody check free agency and OTS. See what niggas sign.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line.
Boss, you check OTS free agency?
Running back. Good, solid, determined run there.
Shit, I got $4 million. I try to sign one player.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Shannon. there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cuse.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found some daylight, it was time to
How
make
the
a
fuck
house
is the
call.
cover black?
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the 3rd play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see it for the coaching staff.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Shannon. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
He They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Trojans are on the move.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers that can...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Powers through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Yeah, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long.
6-9-1, Gators, come on, set.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on onto the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Off he goes. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build on it.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. A first down for the offense. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed